Welcome to another edition of Jacqueline of All Trades, and today we are making fish pemmican. Pemmican is a food that is traditionally made during the summer to last you through the winter, sometimes in the spring also. So we're going to use two ingredients. Number one is going to be pure beef tallow, and this one I got from Fatworks. It's made with 100% grass-fed beef. And the second item that we're going to use, it's going to be bonito flakes. And you could use other types of meat products, but the reason why I'm using this particular item is because what it is they get a fish, like something like a tuna fish, they freeze it and then they slice it incredibly thin, like paper thin, and then they dry it. And so it's very easy to create a powder out of it. So in order to turn it into a powder, I'm going to use a blender. But of course, if you are inclined and you really want to do it, you could use a mortar and a pestle. I'm going to also link a great video on how to make pemmican. And if you're interested in seeing what this looks like, please keep on watching. Alrighty, so now I put some beef tallow on a clean pan, and I'm just very slowly going to melt it. Just going to clean my workspace. And I want to tell you, it was a little bit hard to actually blend the bonito flakes into the using the blender, but what I had to do was stop it in between and then with a spoon kind of move it around and then continue doing that. And I want to show you the kind of the powder that I got. And I think the reason why you want to make it into a powder, any kind of protein you want to make it into a powder, is so every little bit of it gets coated evenly. So here I'm just melting some of the tallow. And it may take a while, so I'll bring you back when this is all melted. Alrighty, so the tallow is 99% melted, and it just melt the rest of it. So what you want to do is stop halfway through, and once it's melted, then you turn off the oven. You turn off the stove, and then you are ready. So here we have our tallow melted, and I'm going to slowly pour in some of this powder. So this is our bonito flakes, and then I'm just going to stir it. I might need a little bit more bonito flakes or a little bit more fat, depending. Let's see what's going on here. Yes, definitely more fat. So I'm going to take a little bit more, and I will be right back to show you what it looks like. Actually, well, maybe not. Let's see here. I guess we have to be patient. So I want to make sure that every last bit of the fish is actually coated. And I guess if you were to err on the side of caution, I would put more beef tallow than less. That way the fat is actually what preserves the meat, what keeps it from being exposed to the oxygen. So I would probably put more beef tallow than less. So let me just bring a little bit more of the beef tallow that I put in the refrigerator. And we're just going to add a little bit more. Maybe just a tiny bit. And I'm just going to continue stirring until the whole thing dissolves. So I'm going to turn on the oven again, the stove. I don't know why I keep on saying the oven, but whatever. So here I just added a little bit more tallow to make sure that everything gets moistened. And it actually smells really good. If I were to say what this tastes like, it tastes like a very fatty salmon fish. So I'm just going to give it just a little bit more. Now I don't want to fry it. I just want to melt the tallow enough that it becomes a little bit of a slurry. So I turned off the heat again because I just want to work with this just enough so it melts, not it cooks, just melting, because it's already, the fish is already cooked. It's been dehydrated and cooked. So now it actually holds a shape. So the next step is going to be, I'm just going to put it on a container that I lined with aluminum foil, and then I'm just going to let it cool down, and then we'll do the final test. So we'll be right back as soon as I finish putting my fish pemmican in this container. So you want to put it about, I would say, an inch, because I am going to cut it into cubes, and I'm going to actually use it for soups or for different things. Okay. So here is our pemmican. I just spread it on a glass container that I lined with aluminum foil. And once this sets, we're going to try it. Okay. So here we are with our finished pemmican. And what I did is I'm going to cut it into smaller pieces, and I'm going to wrap it in wax paper and store it into little cans. Now, in terms of the taste, when it is melted, it tastes the consistency of like an organic peanut butter. It's kind of grainy. And the fish taste is something like tuna that was canned in oil. Now, when it's cold, the fat really coats every little bit of the fish, so it doesn't taste as grainy. But nonetheless, though, it's a perfectly edible product, and it's just something that I wanted to try. So I hope that you enjoy this video, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.